welcome back to another video. Yes, I am in kind of my mom looking clothes today. I don't have actual children, but I imagine that if I was a mom, this is what I would dress like every day. So I was actually tagged in this a little while ago, and I planned on doing it then, but then I had life get in the way, so here I am doing it now. This video is going to be a tag video called hashtag 2019 Witchy Faves. This was a tag done by Witchboss TV. So I'll go ahead and leave their video and channel in the description so you can go check them out. And if you want to do this tag too, then you can do it. It's going to be a 13 question tag, and it's just kind of talking about all of your favorites throughout the year. Number 1, favorite book you read / bought this year and why? I couldn't pick just one, and that's what all of my answers are probably gonna be for all of these. Is I couldn't pick just one, so I'm just gonna show you what I got this year. I bought 4 new witchy books this year. 2 of them I've not finished reading, 2 of them I have. So we'll get into these 2. First one I got was Fairy Witchcraft from Pagan Portals. This book was okay for me. I'm just putting it in a general witchy books or fairy witchy books, whatever. This one was okay. I think it's more for like beginners, paganism and witchcraft, and since I'm not a beginner, that's kind of why I had struggles with it, because I'm like, I don't need all this information, I already know it, sort of thing. So I just think this one wasn't advanced enough for me personally, but it did have good information in it. So if you want to read that, there's that. The next one, I enjoyed this book a lot better, is Way of the Shaman Fairy, or Fairy Shaman. Nailed that. Way of the Fairy Shaman from Shaman Pathways. This one I felt like gave me a lot more to work with, and I don't know, it has like associations in it and stuff, so it kind of helps you with that if you don't have any ideas about the fae and what they could be associated with. It gives you like meditations and stuff, I believe. The next fairy book, I am loving this one so far, okay, is Fairycraft by Emily Carding. Weaving connections with the enchanted realm. Dude, this literally has everything someone who wants to work with the fae in a witchcraft manner needs. Like, it explains a lot of stuff, it gives you all the information, it shares with you other people that work within the same path line that you may be interested in. I haven't finished it yet, but obviously it's a big book. I just kind of started on it. And so far, just kind of skimming through, I can see there's a lot of information in this book. So if you're like me and you're interested in the fairycraft, I would recommend picking up this book because it will be very, very informational for you. And lastly, I have not read this one yet, but I've heard good things about this book, is Forbidden Mysteries of Fairy Witchcraft. It kind of looks at the darker tones of the fae and working with darker, and I say this with quotations, darker forms of witchcraft within fairy workings and stuff. I'm interested in it because I work kind of on both sides. I don't really stay within light or dark. That one I'm definitely excited to get into. Number 2, favorite card deck or divination tool you worked with this year and why? Again, I never picked just one because this is who I am, but I picked out 4. 2 of them are newer. Yeah, let's just get the newer ones out of the way because those I'm not gonna have like a very good why for. I just picked up this deck, Messenger Oracle, and oh my lord, it is so beautiful and like grounding. It has an amazing energy to it. Here's kind of a looky look at the back of them. They are super beautiful. They have this very grounding, peaceful energy when you work with them, and I just feel it's like, I don't know, kind of an at-home feeling. It does have kind of a fae energy about it to me personally. I don't know if anyone else feels that, but I feel that. It's like the beauty of nature. That's what it makes me think of. The other one I have that's a little bit newer still is the Fairy Forest. I believe it's Oracle. Yes, Oracle from Lucy Cavendish. This one was a gift from Aiden at Lunar Ascension. And again, these may be newer, but it's fairy related. I love fairy things. It's kind of what I'm getting into more. I'm considering that more of my path line of work, of where I want my spirituality to head. So back of the cards for these, very lovely. And there we go, we got for, they're woodsy. They are the fae kind of elven energy. These ones kind of feel like no bullshit cards, you know, like they're not afraid to tell you the truth. They don't stray away from the darkness. In fact, this one does feel very like a dark deck to me, but it's like the beauty of the darkness. I don't know. And also fae, you know, it's fae forest, like the untamed, the unwild. One of my favorite things doesn't really stick to the like all fairies are beautiful and like fabulous, like the ancient, for example. Obviously not necessarily quote unquote pretty or like aesthetically pleasing or, you know, to society, but it does have its beauty to it. I don't know, I have a love for things like that. I warn you about this deck. I've done a review on it for my channel, but if you don't like nudity, don't watch it, because this deck does include nudity. I'll just show a couple real quick. So this one I bought for myself, and oh my god, I love this deck. It is the Vintage Erotic Tarot. This one is focused and based on the divine femininity and just like the pride and beauty in it. So this is the most expensive deck I've ever bought for myself. It was like $60, I want to say. They are gilded, very beautiful. So I just think the cards are gorgeous and very beautiful. Let's see if I can find another one. But most of these decks do include nude to lewd art on them, so if that's not something you like, then, you know. I personally think they're very beautiful, just my opinion. I have to include this deck because if I don't, I'm not being true to myself. So this is the A.E. Waite tarot deck. Basically the same as the Rider one, except it's holographic. And I bought these in order to learn the tarot better. So I've been using these to focus on learning and figuring out my own meanings behind the tarot cards. I wanted the original photos from the Rider deck, but I find those to be really plain, personally. It's fine if you don't, but I do. So I had to get something that was a little bit aesthetically pleasing for me, catches my eye, and shiny cards do that for me. So I like that it doesn't give you the title for the minor arcana, because that gives me the opportunity to learn the card by image rather than by title. You know what I mean? Hello, we want to see the back. There we go. Anyways, so those are some of my tarot oracle favorites. Number 3, favorite crystal you bought / worked with this year and why? The selenite tower I got when I was with my boyfriend when we went to the Natural Bridge Caverns. And these dudes are so freaking cool. I love them. I have another selenite like bar somewhere that I got from Aiden. I've been really enjoying working with selenite, and it's got such a cool energy about it. I have enjoyed working with it, and so I've been working a lot with prehnite. I don't know how you say it. This stone is known to be the stone, like the healing stone for the healer. So like helps you heal. And since I consider myself a healer, this stone has saved my life this entire year. It's brought me a lot of healing energy, helps me stay calm, relaxed, and helps ground me, I feel. It's probably my favorite crystal. The other one is rose quartz, and yeah, loving energy, light energy, whatever, brings me a lot of love and compassion and understanding. Hello. when I feel like I'm not being those things, you know? Next, favorite witchy accessory. I bought this. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to see it this year. It's my witchy hat. But it's like modern. I can never, like for the longest time, could not find a witchy hat that I like because they're too pointy. This one is just modern and cute and I love it. Number 5, favorite crafting or hobby item connected to your magic and why? So I got really into making my own jewelry this year. This is just one of the pieces that I've done. There we go. This is one of the pieces that I've done. Probably one of my favorites. I've done other pieces. I've done prayer beads for Freya. Just a couple of other ones, like a fairy one. I think I did an ancestor one too. It's just kind of nice to make something and use it for a spiritual purpose. I really like that. The other one, which I'm still in the process of making, but oh my god, it's coming together beautifully, is my fairy book of shadows, which I'm obsessed with, okay? So the front starts off with like eyeballs on it. I don't know if I'll add anything else. Oh, that way. Anything else to it, I'm not sure. But you've got your eyeballs. My thing is falling off, hold on. When you open it up inside, it is adorned with lots of like moss, and I'm adding little flowers and butterflies. It has a little bookmark thingy, and then we have secrets of the Fae. And like what are Fae, kind of just like, this is gonna be my whole informational book on what the Fae are to me and fairy witchcraft and all that good jazz. Number 6, favorite topic to talk about in the witchy community and why. Some of my favorite topics that I've done this year would have to be the get to know your witches tag that I did. I know, a bit biased to pick my own, but that tag honestly is what connected me so strongly with this whole community and helped me get into knowing a lot more people. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to get myself out there and be able to find people that think like me. So another thing that really helped with that is like the witchy treasure, or like 15 witchy treasure video I did. Either I got the idea from Kellyanne or we both posted it around the same time. She did something that was like recommending witchy YouTubers. Yeah, like I love sharing about the community or finding community members, newer people that are coming into the community. It's such a passion of mine, and it's something I will continue to do, and hopefully maybe, I can't make any promises soon, but maybe I'll try and work on another recommendation video for witches in the community. Number 7, most watched theme in videos and why. Again, to kind of go back over, I watched a lot of the tag videos. Whoever posted, I tried to watch everybody's that I could. So there was a lot of that, but for me, just on my own personal time, I watched a lot of fairy magic videos and a lot of elemental videos, trying to learn more about the elementals and just the fae in general. Number 8, a new fave YouTuber you discovered this year in the witchy/magical community, and why? I think we all know what I'm gonna say right here if you watch my videos enough. I discovered the Lunar Ascension Aiden, although back then he was known as, what was it, like Wolf Spirit, I think. Pretty sure that's what it was. I found him as Wolf Spirit, I want to say around 20 subscribers in, something like that. He did my tag, he was one of the people that did it, and as soon as I saw that video, I knew we would get along. He reminds me so much of my brother, like just the sassy energy, the fun energy, I don't know. I'm so glad I got to know him because I found out we do have a lot in common and we do like to joke around and have fun, and he is honestly such a blessing in my life, as are so many others that I've met this year. So if I, don't be upsetty spaghetti if I didn't mention you in this part. Gotta give it to Aiden on this one. Gotta give it to him. So yeah, Aiden, we all know you're watching. Hi. Number 9, favorite Instagram or Facebook person or page you enjoyed this year and why? I wanted to get pages and I wrote them down. I'll probably show you on the screen. First one I did, who used to have a YouTube channel that inspired me so much to create mine, even though she's not witchy, is Martia. On Instagram, she's called It's Martia Pie. I just love being on there to catch up with her, to see what she's doing. It's nice because she doesn't have her older videos up anymore, so she doesn't regularly post. She stopped doing her YouTube, so as sad as that was for me, it's nice to be able to see what she's doing and keep updated on Instagram. For the other ones, I put In Control Clothing because I love their freaking clothes. I have like 3 or 4 things from them and I need to buy more. I have Curiology, I don't know how to say that. They have a lot of cool like jewelry boxes and stuff that I would love to buy but haven't. Maybe in the future. And also I put down Spree Picky, which is probably one of the first things I've subscribed to the first things I followed on my Instagram that I still follow because I love all the stuff they post. And again, it's store related, so. Number 10, favorite tarot, oracle, reader / divination person, whatever. I've only gotten one, I think, quote unquote, tarot or oracle reading that I paid for this year. And I'm counting it by if I paid for their services. The one that I had done this year was a past life reading from Shani at Healing Elements. And I actually have that video still up on my channel, so if you want to see all of that reading, go ahead and look below. I'll leave that in description. It's long though, so, if you don't want to watch all that, oops. Who I would want a reading from, and it's never gonna happen because she doesn't do personal readings, but if by some magical means she did, I would love to get a reading from Water Baby Tarot because literally almost all of her readings that she does aligns with me. So yeah, if that ends up happening, I would love that. It won't happen, but whatever. Number 11, favorite witchy artisan or like crafty person. I have to go with my girl Joey Morris to start off with. And I have bought 2 sets of things from her this year. I only brought a couple of the items in, but she made me some Freya, prayer beads as well. There we go. So there's that. Very, very pretty. And I also have from her the matriarch ancestor pendant that I think I'm gonna create a necklace to go with this. I just haven't yet. She has a lot of neat stuff, so if you haven't bought from her before, her stuff's not too expensive. Depending on what you get, it can be. But it's decently priced and she has a lot of neat stuff on there, so I definitely recommend checking her out. The other piece I have is from Sarah at SE Wands. She has a YouTube channel. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just Wands. I got this as a gift from Ashley Michelle, from her shop, from Sarah's shop. This is freaking gorgeous. So honestly, she's very talented. If you haven't checked out her artwork, I would recommend it. Also did the artwork for my channel, so if you want to go and get something, I would recommend getting it. Number 12, what was your best magical experience of the year and why? So these last 2 questions were probably the hardest for me to answer and figure out how I wanted to answer them. I'd have to say being on my own, even though I don't know if you could count it as a quote-unquote magical experience. I think it does. I grew a lot from being kicked out. As much as it was a bad situation for me, and I still feel hurt a lot from it, I'm trying to get better in my own ways, and I'm trying to figure out how to heal in my own ways. And I have to say I've come really, really far in understanding who I am and understanding what I want in my life. And now that there's not someone over me telling me who I should be and what I'm doing wrong, I have so much more freedoms that I didn't even know about, I guess. Number 13, what was your biggest personal witchy accomplishment and why? So I'm going to kind of go back to the other one too, but I do have several stuff this year There were more than one accomplishments this year for me. Being kicked out and learning how to be on my own with my boyfriend, having struggles with friends that I've had for a very, very long time. Learning how to get a job on my own without anyone's help was very difficult. And just accepting myself in so many ways, because growing through all of these things really helped me to become who I am today. Not only that, my channel, of course, too, is probably one of my best witchy accomplishments, just because it brings me so much love, and it brings me all of you guys here. It gives me something to, if not only to connect with others, it gives someone else out there, I don't know, information that might help, I guess. Anyways, thank you to WitchBoss TV for creating this tag and tagging me in it. It was really amazing. Like I said, my dudes, if you're interested in doing it as well, because there are a lot of amazing questions in here. I loved going through all of these. If you think you'd like to do it too, please go ahead and do it. Make sure you use the tag too, so WitchBoss and I can find you and see your video. Also, before I go, I wanted to add that since we're going to be heading towards the 1,000 mark at some point, because I think it's gonna happen, you guys probably think it's gonna happen, I want to do a Q&A if I can for the 1,000 mark. So I'm gonna start now asking for questions. Please, if you have any questions for a Q&A, anything you want to know about me, it doesn't matter. If you feel called to ask me something, please do. You can ask me here below in the comments. You can ask me on my Instagram. Just wanted to throw that in real quick. Besides that, this is going to be the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Much love and goodbye.